Hi, in this recording I'm going to take a quick look at the current implementation of Map Intelligence with Tableau. And currently what you're looking at is the Tableau portal. I'm logged into it and I can see the list of available reports and dashboards. I'm going to run this fast food dashboard here, which is map enabled. And it's been driven by a couple of Tableau sheets. So in the top here we can see we've got a pie chart of fast food outlets by their type, and in the bottom we've got local government area by the average salary. The top chart actually populates the map with points, so if I filter or select on that, the points will filter down to just the pizza points. And again, if I was to go with ice cream, I get just the ice cream points. The bottom one then is the local government areas, and again if I select some of those, you'll see the underlying polygons filter down to just the local government areas that I picked. Now within Tableau you can't select from multiple data sources at the same time, but what you can do is filter multiple ones. So what I can do is go and say I don't want to see burgers or chicken. As I change the filters, of course, it's updating if I'm not quick enough. And then I could say, well, I'd just take out the lower demographic suburbs. And you can see the selection is still applying to local government areas, so if I unset that, then it will come to just the ones that I have selected. And you can see it's just basically the northern suburbs and the most affluent. Now when you're changing the filters, of course, you don't want to be constantly updating, so what you can do in Tableau is press the pause button up here, and that would allow me to actually go and select specific suburbs or local government areas that I would like to see. And because I'm in pause mode, the dashboard is not updating while I do this. And then if I go back out of pause mode now, be able to catch up and actually update with the selections I've just made. The dashboard is also configured with pop-ups to the map. So if I go and go into pop-up mode, I can click on Walkham Hills here, say, and get a Tableau report running in the pop, which shows me demographic breakdown within that area. Similarly for the individual points, we've got for the individual stores, we've got their Tableau report showing their 2014 versus 2015 revenues. And there's also a drill out link at the bottom, and you can have multiple of these, which is set up not to go to the individual point, but go to the actual brand, the Salad World line of outlets, and see a breakdown across all of those. And you can see up here it's been filtered automatically to Salad World. What I'll do is maybe just reset that data and look at some of the visualizations that we have out of the box. They'll come up a little bit more clear if I turn off these two layers. I could leave them on if I wanted. And look at a couple of visualizations. So I can take the point there, even though it's not visible, and maybe look at doing a count and a hotspot analysis of that, and see the density on the map of where those are. So you can see it's basically around the city centre. And as I zoom in, that's reevaluated each time to show me a more refined view at each various zoom level. Similar to that, we have a density surface, and if I change that, you get a similar type of visualization. And again, it's showing us more of a hotspot, but in a different variation in terms of visualization. There's other ones here which we can look at. I won't go into them all. Point clusters is another interesting one. If we do have a lot of points and we want to just look at those in terms of how many is in an area, rather than individual points. We can actually see those get aggregated up into clusters. So that's pretty nice too. I can also compare the data in the report and on the map with external data. So here what I've got is a lot of external WMS layers, and several thousand in this case. The hierarchy or the tree here can be configured for a site, and here is my own personal one, and what I can do is look down through that and pick, say, postal areas in Australia, the socio-economic indicators for that area. So bluer areas are more advantaged and redder areas are less advantaged. So I can go in and have a look at some of those areas. And again, if I go into pop-up mode, I can click on one of those areas and get a breakdown externally of the socio-economic indicators for that reason. If I was to turn that one off, say, and look at instead perhaps mortgage repayments, and the higher or redder ones are higher mortgage payments. And again, if I click on an area there, I now get a different breakdown of mortgage payments and what people pay in rent, mortgage, family income, etc. So there's one more thing I'll show you maybe. If I hide all of these guys, in the background we have Google Street Map. If I wanted a train map, I could turn that on, or the satellite map, and get a satellite map. Out of the box, you can choose to use Google or Bing or OpenStreetMaps and a couple of others. You can create your own custom ones, and also your internal maps. I think that's enough for now. Super. Thank you.